Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the next 3 months. I almost forgot, but this is going to be for January through March of 2024, and we're going to see what is going on for you. I'm getting Nine of Swords as your first card there. Definitely would say that something has to change, right? And the good news is that you have that Seven of Pentacles, which is a change or a change in direction. So I'm not too worried about the Nine of Swords. I feel like it's like you know that you have to end a cycle, or it's like you know that something can't keep going a certain direction in your life is what I'm getting here. It's actually a really good reading. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I do not like the Nine of Swords. As far as I'm concerned, it is the worst card in the tarot. Although what I will say is, to me, tarot is not good or bad. To me, tarot is loose guidance at best. So I think, if you're sitting there saying like, oh, I'm screwed, like, no, you definitely should not take tarot. Sure, we'll take all three of these. Why not? You definitely should not take tarot that seriously is what I would say. But, again, I actually feel this is a good thing because it looks to me like you're ending a toxic cycle or a negative cycle or something that's been repeating in your life. I'm pulling oracle cards for each row kind of, and I don't know, just something new I'm trying. You have this card that says willing release, and you also have this card that says close encounters. You know what's really interesting is you have these butterflies here. One of them is stuck in a cage. Then you have this other one on this other card here, like right at the top, that is like being set free. So it's almost like you need to release this Nine of Swords, which could be a never-ending cycle or something that you've been repeating over and over and over again, or any of that stuff. So I kind of feel like you're releasing something. I also feel that you need to believe that that the universe will bring you something as well. Like there's these the dandelions right here. The dandelions send their seeds out and then, wait for them to grow. And it is popping into my head. It's almost as if the universe is asking you here to send some seeds out into the universe. These could just be thoughts or ideas or, kind words that you say to people or whatever. But it's almost as if like the more seeds that you put out there, the better that it's going to be for you. So there you go. You have the Nine of Swords. Like I said, there's definitely something that you want to end or a cycle. Something I feel has become painful enough. Normally, when I read the Nine of Swords, my problem with the Nine of Swords is that he has this comfort blanket right here. And that comfort blanket kind of says that he is too comfortable, or he's in a negative situation. He's having a nightmare. He's woken up. He's stuck in a nightmare, but he's not in enough pain to make a change. But I kind of feel that you are. I feel that I'm not saying you're in pain, but I feel like something in your life has gotten to a point where you're like, this has to change in my life. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles as your crossing energy. And the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. And the Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is what you're working on, is it worth it, or is there something better that you could be working on here? In the area of your thoughts, you have the High Priestess, oh my God, the Empress. It's like the last day of retrograde almost, or we have like 2 days left, but still, wow. That's what I'm going to blame the retrograde. So you have the Empress, a lot of abundance. Also, seeds, right? She is the card of growth and nurturing abundance. She has this wheat that's growing in front of her. She waves her scepter over that wheat and it grows. So she literally can make seeds that she puts out into the universe grow. And that's what I feel like you need to see, is that you have the power to put these seeds out into the universe with that willing release card. That's how I'm seeing it. And you can grow a lot of abundance. I also feel that I get the feeling from this reading that you have seen something has inspired you, or maybe you've gotten a taste of the good life, or you've seen that maybe you've seen someone dumber than you starting a business that you want to start, or maybe you saw someone that you think is dumber than you getting a job that you want. It's almost as if something has been shown to you, that is going to, that where it's like, you're like, if that person can do it, I can do it. I kind of get that feeling here with the Empress. Also, if you are looking for love, I do feel that you could be attracting love. You have in the area of your foundation more seeds, the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is my card of planting seeds in a direction. It's a card of trying something, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, doubling down on what works, getting rid of the rest. So I feel for a lot of you, if you are experimenting, or now is a good time for experimentation for you, Aquarius. I also feel that you are giving to the right things as well. The Nine of Swords tells me that you've had situations over the past few years where you've been giving to things that haven't been giving to you. Plain and simple. This could be, I also just get this thing, like something like this. Let me describe what I'm seeing in my head to you, Aquarius. You start working towards a goal, and then it's almost like there's something that like tugs on you and like pulls you over here. This could be like a person where it's like maybe you start working every time you start working towards a goal, they have some issue in their life or a problem. Or, maybe every time you start working towards something, it's like someone gets into a car accident, or it's like something happens every time. Like I feel like that's a cycle that you've been experiencing. I'm not saying it has to be a car accident or anything. It could be anything, right? And maybe it's not always the same person. It could just be different people in your life that are always having these issues. And I kind of feel that is coming to an end, which is great. It's like you're ending that cycle of getting sidetracked. You're ending that cycle of getting pulled off your path, right? And I feel this is a good thing, obviously. In the area of the past, the energy that you're moving past, you have the Three of Swords. I do feel like you are moving past some sort of heartbreak, or I don't think you're necessarily like releasing a heartbreak. That's not like the energy that I get here. That could be part of it, right? But I think this is a much deeper healing that has been going on for a much longer period of time. I like see these dots in my head. It's almost like connecting the dots. And I feel for a lot of you that this could be some deep work that you've been doing on yourself, where you're like, I have this issue, this trauma from my childhood. I have this thing that happened to me when failure that happened over here when I was like 12 years old, and all these things, right? I see you connecting all these dots, and it's like you're healing through these things. And again, I feel like that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. It looks to me like you're healing, plain and simple. You also, in this row of the past, have this laborer card. It says, your hard work will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. It says, don't be afraid of hard work. What lasts won't come easily. You have the office that says, delegating more can help you increase your earnings. Definitely a year of delegation. It's funny, I saw the hard work thing, and I was thinking, no, we should not be necessarily working hard in 2024. 2024 and beyond, I believe, is all about efficient work. 2024 is an 8 year. Is not necessarily hard work. The work that you're doing could be hard, but 8s are about equal give and take. It's infinity. You put energy in, what returns, right? And so I would be more focused on efficiency and definitely delegating, hiring, getting people to help you, making your children work for you, whatever. Any of that stuff is definitely going to be very beneficial. Again, I would focus on efficient work. Next, in the area of your very near future, you have the Three of Wands. Looks to me like an opportunity could be coming up for you. You end with this travel card. That's a card that kind of popped out there at the beginning. And Three of Wands could be travel. There are these boats on the water here. And those boats, yeah, they're a lot of people read this card as your ships coming in, but the boats are pointing out of the harbor. So for a lot of you, there could be an opportunity to go on an adventure here. Three of Wands is also my card of expansion. And there's clearly an opportunity for you to grow. I believe that the Three of Wands perfectly describes the time that we're in. The Three of Wands, he's looking out at that water, but the water is golden in color. And the story of the Three of Wands is that he initially thinks that he's looking at the desert, but when he looks closer, he sees those ships. So his first thought is desert. There are no opportunities in the desert, right? Nothing grows in the desert. But when he looks closer, he's actually seeing the opposite. He's seeing water, which is the complete opposite of the desert. So, I kind of feel that's the time that we're in. We could be looking at things that are kind of like an opportunity, and we could be thinking like, there's no way I can create this because there's no money or the economy is bad or whatever. And there really is no good answer. The answer is you have to do it anyway. So anything that you're thinking about doing, being, having, creating, you just have to try it anyway. Take that first tiny little step and you will be successful. You also have this card that says the end of a tough cycle is finally approaching. Love it. Yes, definitely. I think things are going to be really good for you. You have this card that says challenge yourself to be stronger than your challenges. Yes, definitely. I feel that there's no doubt about it that there are challenges, but it's like how much, it's almost like I think Aquarius has to ask themselves like how important is this challenge? As in, let's say you have a person in your life, like a difficult person that's always causing problems. I feel you need to say to yourself, like, how much am I really helping this person by helping them, or am I really hurting them? Am I being a crutch, right? And I kind of see you. I don't think you need to do anything because I see you in my head asking yourself these questions just on your own. So, I think that you're processing a lot of this stuff and you're ending a tough cycle, which is great. Next, in the area of the next few months, you have the Death card. The Death card, literally a transformation. Also on the death card, you have these two pillars that show up on the moon right here, and the sun is coming up between those two pillars. So for a lot of you, I feel that you're entering into a sun period, which is a period of happiness, joy, enlightenment, good energy, good things coming in for you. So I feel like you're really entering into a very happy time with the death card, and it's like you're going through this transformation. I also feel like you're definitely leaving something behind. This right here, the king is dead on the death card, and the king being dead kind of represents the fact that even kings die. So it says that even things that you think will last forever in your life, sometimes they don't. This could be anything. It could be a job, a business, an establishment, your favorite restaurant. Maybe your favorite restaurant goes under, and you're like, damn, I can't go there anymore. But the death card says, variety is a spice of life. You need to go have a new experience, something more that could be more enjoyable. There's always the opportunity for something better to show up. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is just my card of socializing as well. So, in your closest relationships, you could just be spending a lot more time socializing, meeting new people. And I think this whole entire year would be an amazing year for you, Aquarius, to just socialize, to meet new people, to really enjoy yourself and not even focus on love necessarily, right? And, isn't that the way that it shows up? It's like when you don't focus on love, for example, that's when it shows up. So I think it would be just a good time for you to focus on having a good time, finding people who support you, who lift you up, who don't drag you down, and really focusing on building quality relationships. And if you do that, I think everything else will kind of fall into place. So that's what I'm seeing there. You do have the Four of Wands. So, again, this is showing up in the area of your future feelings. If you want love, there definitely could be love coming in for you. Four of Wands can be marriage, but Four of Wands, also it's coming up in your future feelings. So this tells me that you are going to be feeling very free. The thing about you fixed signs is that freedom is the most important word that you can focus on. So, I always say that Aquarius, sorry, I'm just dropping cards here. I always say that Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, you really need to focus on freedom, things that provide more freedom in your life, things that make you feel more free, things that bring more success into your life, like all that stuff is going to lead to more success. Whatever that is for you, it's different for everyone. So for some people, having a job is freedom. For other people, having a business is freedom. For some people, being in prison is freedom to some people. So, whatever it is for you is what you need to focus on here with this card. I think there's going to be a lot of celebrations in your future. You have the Judgment card as well. So it's like you're waking up to your true purpose. Pluto in Aquarius. I say this all the time. Pluto will be in Aquarius in November officially. It is going towards Aquarius right now, but it's going to retrograde again back into Capricorn only till 29 degrees and before officially moving into Aquarius in November of 2024. But it doesn't matter. It's already been there. We've already touched tips with Aquarius. So as far as I'm concerned, you are probably very focused on either discovering a purpose, having a purpose, or working on your purpose. And, that seems to me like what you are doing here. You also have these cards that say achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it, although on the family front, someone's health could cause some secret worries and sleepless nights. This is what I'm talking about. I didn't even see that card. That is crazy. But it's like there's almost like a person who always has a problem. I'm not saying it's health related. It could be anything. And I feel like they've caused a lot of problems in your life. So again, this might not be for all of you. I feel this is only for those of you where it's like there's a person who's causing problems that they could control as well. I want to stress it. I'm not suggesting, someone always comes at me for saying these things, but it's like I'm not suggesting you don't help a person in your life. I would just say that are you really helping this person or not? I can't answer that question for you. So obviously if you feel like you're really helping them, then continue to help them. But if this person is causing their own problems, then different story. You have this planning card. It says now is the time to lay down the foundation for your future. Financial gains are more likely. Yes, I feel you are definitely improving your finances. You also have this travel card that says long distance communication will open up your life. They're Eight of Wands. You could be meeting someone long distance as well. It says exciting experiences for singles and career advancements. There you go. So love it. Let's see what is going on here. I feel like you're waking up to something as well with the Judgment card. So we're going to clarify through here and see what you are waking up to. With the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, you have two cards here, the Four of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're much more specific with your resources, which is a good thing. Everyone gets the Queen of Pentacles. She is a card of resourcefulness. I feel that everyone really needs to focus on their resources, meaning how much time, effort, attention, money, spirituality, all types of energy. How much energy are you giving to everything in your life? And it seems to me like you really are balancing that out. I kind of feel like I'm preaching to the choir today, to you, right? I feel like everything I'm saying to you, you're just like, duh, yeah. Like you've already been thinking about these things, Aquarius. So, there you go. With the Empress card, you have the Moon card. Yeah, like I said, you're leaving a moon period behind. We know this because we go down to the Death card. So I feel like you are leaving behind darkness and stepping into light. With the Six of Pentacles, you have two cards again. You have the Nine of Wands and the High Priestess. I feel you definitely need to trust your intuition. Nine of Wands plus the Six of Pentacles to me is experimentation. Nine of Wands is a card of not giving up, but Nine of Wands is my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I think it would be an amazing time for you if you're working on anything you're working on, business, career, or otherwise. It would just be an amazing time for you to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Great time of experimentation, trying new things, all that other stuff would be really good for you. With the Three of Swords, you have two cards again. It's like the cards are wanting to talk here. You have the Hierophant and the Justice card. Didn't I say something about justice, like cause and effect or something? So, for a lot of you, I would be focusing on justice. This could be a divorce as well. Some of you could be kind of like closing a relationship out with Justice, the Hierophant, and the Three of Swords. It is in the energy of what you are moving past. So, it looks to me like you're closing something out once and for all. One thing I will say, that cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius, where Pluto has gone over multiple times, is the death of establishment. And you have the death card here, which is the death of establishment with that king that has died on that card. So, you being an Aquarius, obviously it's going to affect you more than other signs because, it's crossing your cusp and going into your sign. And so, like I said, I mean, we're going to see this in the world as well, where some establishments, we've already seen it. Bank collapses, all sorts of stuff, right? And it seems scary, but I wouldn't worry about it. I would be focusing on building new things, which is what I treat. Someone tried to cancel me for saying that. Like, how dare you say that we should build new, better things in the world? Like, unbelievable. But anyway, what I would say here is that I feel that you need to focus on building new and better things, and just that's what I focus on here. With the Three of Wands, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, change in direction. You have it twice. So there is clearly a new opportunity, which didn't this say something like that? It said like, financial gain. Where was it? There was something here, maybe the travel card. I kind of feel there could be an opportunity for you that presents itself that does take you in a new direction. It could be this Judgment card as well. Sometimes I feel the Judgment card can be, we look at that angel as your higher self angel. But it could be an opportunity. Like, it could be your boss being like, oh, we want you to move and go start a new chapter of our business over here. Or, I want to move, I want to transfer you to the California branch, or, whatever the case may be, right? And I kind of get that feeling on the Judgment card, where some of you, it's like you could be getting a job in another location, or your boss could be wanting to transfer you or something like that. I feel it'd be very good for you. With the Death card, you have the Three of Cups. Yep, celebration. I feel there's a big celebration because the sun is coming up. It's like the energy is changing in your life and you can feel it. And, again, you have this card that says the end of a tough cycle finally approaches. So you're like finally bringing all these challenges and difficulties to an end. And you could be, feeling really good. It's kind of weird because I feel some regrets here as well. But like I would release those regrets, Aquarius. That I'm feeling a specific type of regret. Like, if you had family issues, for example, and maybe that caused you to ignore some other area of your life, you could be feeling like you missed out on something or whatever. It's popping into my head. I would like let those regrets go. Everything, there's like so much good stuff in front of you. It's not worth focusing on these things the bad things that you lost, or the things that you lost. I really feel you need to focus forward. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords is focusing forward. She sees clearly for the first time. She only has clouds halfway up her body. So you're gaining a lot of clarity. I would just be careful. I do get just a tiny bit of energy of being stuck in the past here. With the Four of Cups, the Four of Wands, you have the Six of Cups. Definitely could be attracting a soulmate. I don't really feel this is a person from the past. I feel that the Six of Cups is talking about you attracting just a soulmate. The other thing I will tell you is that the Six of Cups can simply represent a turnaround. It can say that you've been bumping up against obstacles in your life. And, I always look at this as a gift from the universe. The gift we receive from the Six of Cups is obstacles being removed, meaning we can now move forward in some area of our life. With the Judgment card there, you have the Empress twice in your reading. Love it. It's almost as if you are seeing your true power here because, the Judgment card is like waking up to something. The Empress is a ton of abundance and, the divine feminine, but she really values herself. And it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel that you are just realizing your power, like what you are able to create, what you're able to have, how much abundance you're able to have and create. You have this originality card. This is from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Pluto going into Aquarius, any of your original ideas are going to be fire. So, if you have any random new ideas for new businesses, new directions in your life, I would definitely do that. You have this defense card here. There's nothing you have to do to defend yourself, right? It's like I had some person, I'll say, instead of a mean word, on Twitter trying to cancel me for something I didn't say, right? And I just ignore it, plain and simple. So, that's exactly what I would do here, is I would just ignore things. I think the best defense is nothing, is to just let things go. You have this adaptability card here, so definitely fixed signs need to be adaptable. I've been saying this since we had that eclipse like in 2022, at the end of 2022 in Taurus, or beginning of 2023, whatever it was, I can't remember. But anyway, that eclipse in Taurus was all about learning how to be flexible and adaptable. If one way to do something doesn't work, try something else. Super important for you, because you are a fixed sign, so, there you go. You have this birth card. I would definitely be careful if you're not trying to get pregnant. Empress twice here. Everybody has had these birth cards in 2024. Seems to be a very fertile year. It is an 8 year, which is just an exchange of energy. If you put energy into something, you're going to get energy out. So, I would be careful. Obviously, if you can't get pregnant, this message isn't for you. Obviously, if you don't have a person in your life, then you're not going to get pregnant. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this, but there you go. There's no such thing as an immaculate conception. You're not Jesus' mother, right? So let's put that out there right now. But what I would say is that if you're birthing something new, a new beginning, a new business, a new idea, could be very successful. And finally here, you have this rebellion card. Yes, people are going to, this is one of those years, crab in a bucket year is what I'm going to call it, because I do feel that it could be one of those years where if you start to escape some limiting beliefs or whatever, the crabs are going to try to pull you back down, the crabs in your life, right? So I think we need to boil the crabs in our lives, get rid of them, and we need to escape the bucket, right? And we need to live our best lives. And that, it's just that simple. So that's what I would do here. Looks really good. I like this. I like where it's going. So end of a tough cycle approaches. You're getting to the end of something. But thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your 3 months.